In terms of a win, um, I launched Postcard last month. So this was kind of like the first product launch out of the Contraption Company, and it went, extremely well. I was happy that it took off on Product Hunt and on Hacker News. I don't remember the exact numbers off the top of my head, but it was tens of thousands of people visited Postcard, and that was great. I think that I'm kind of in the stage where there's like Postcard is not a successful company right now yet. It's still like a very early product. Still has an early number of users. But what that launch really showed me is that this is something people care about. And it did give me, some customers and some users, which is very positive. So that was definitely a big win because until you launch, you never really know. Right. So it's better to launch and see, do people really want this? And if I had launched and nobody had used it, another 3 or 6 months of refining probably wouldn't have helped, right? This gets back to like your low code questions. It's like, it's really hard to, you can't necessarily just improve the product to get people to care about it. You have to have good positioning and good websites that convey why people should care about it, not just what you do. So that was a big win, being able to just see that people cared about Postcard, that it was really positively received. And I think that Hacker News, which is where I launched it primarily and got a lot of the traffic, is more of an early adopter community. And I think that kind of fit into my idea of needing to change behavior for the future. So if I can get early adopters to care about this, then there's more potential to kind of go to the early majority and kind of other people in the future. So that was really a positive experience. In terms of lows, I don't know. It's really been kind of general. I don't try to remember the lows too much. I think that
That's good.
yeah, I mean, it's all things considered, it hasn't really been that horrible. I think that one of the things that was very stressful for me with startups when we raised venture capital was needing to grow to a particular level. So if you're trying to raise seed capital, you want to hit, call it $10,000 per month in recurring revenue. And if you want to raise a Series A, you want to have $100,000 per month in recurring revenue. And it kind of ladders up. And every time you take money, you kind of need to achieve this next goal because you kind of promise someone something. You promise an investor, I'm going to get to this level. And that's really stressful. I think that when you're in a company and you raise money, a lot of the stress can come from needing to live up to the promises that you've made, which is really a challenging thing psychologically. And I think that I've avoided a lot of that with the Contraption Company by not promising anybody anything, except dependability, which I can fulfill on. That I can fulfill on. But I haven't promised anybody that, the product has to reach this much money or it'll get shut down. And that I think has been a positive thing. I'm avoiding a failure from previous companies by not needing to achieve a particular goal for the company to continue to exist. So that's been also like another positive part here.